It's a beautiful morning. A gentle breeze flows from the sea. Seagulls are squawking. On mornings like these, the likes of you should be, well, certainly not waiting in the queue leading to the gates of Siraen. Even the guards seem baffled by its length. Kifri is standing first. Tehim soon joins them. You do know each other.
Were you in the orphanage? I forgot the orphanage talk. Sorry. who was orphanaging?
The Orphanage Gang was a little out of context. Orphanage Gang!
Orphanage Gang, me, yeah.
Long time no see.
So the queue keeps growing. This lady that you don't know shows up. She is this very beautiful half-elf woman with long dark hair. And she shows up in the queue next, followed shortly by someone who outwardly appears like a child, but is actually a rat.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's the best description of my girl. She looks like a child, but she's a brat.
It's by vision.
What's this sassy
meme of-
lost
it's-
child doing here?
It's the meme of casually approach child, but instead the child is casually approaching you.
Yeah, the child is casually approaching.
She does look like a child. She's tiny and petite.
And
Sorry, I
then
need to
at the
remember
end
everyone's name.
is a bird.
Yes.
Yeah, a bird
A bird.
wearing a very fancy coat.
Bird.
So Viko, Kitri, and Chahim. Oh, and actually Shillelagh. I think all four of you actually know each other.
Yeah, the Orphanage Gang.
Orphanage Gang, and I'm just here. You dragged me along.
We're adopting you.
Yeah, basically. In case I guess as I show up, I'm like, oh, I recognize these two. Just like awkwardly, like,
Oh.
hi.
No.
And then, like turn behind, he's like, oh, didn't notice you. Hi.
Oh, didn't notice you either. Hi.
Oh,
I didn't bump
goodness, you've
into you.
grown
I didn't
up.
bump into you. Did I accidentally step on your tail? I didn't mean to step on your tail.
Oh, no, it's fine, it's fine. Wow, you've grown a lot since last time I saw you. It's been a couple years. How long has Vico been adopted? Because we've you mentioned he was like 3.
Probably since he was like wee baby. So he was probably like wee baby when you last saw him. Wee baby, very small,
Mhm.
small little lump of feathers.
God, you've
Oh yeah, I just kind of shot up like a tree. Wish there was a little bit more muscle, but that's okay. I don't really need it.
Well, I hope you have a good life with your family now. It's good to see some of us get adopted.
You ever find a family, or are you still looking for a family?
I mean, I'm an adult now. I've kind of outgrown the adoption process. I work for the orphanage now. I usually help with the medical clinic, but there was something about people needing help out here, so they sent me.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm just here to pick up supplies for my mom because she invents things, and maybe if there's some extra supplies that I accidentally pick up so I can make something again, I don't think she would mind too much, right? I mean, she didn't get upset at the last thing that I made, which, it didn't exactly go the way I wanted. It kind of, he kind of leans in a little closer. He goes, it kind of blew up, but I'm trying to figure that out.
Oh, well, so long as it doesn't blow up with other people around, I think.
Oh yeah, no, it just started a small fire.
I mean, I hope everyone is fine.
Yeah, everyone's fine. Just a little angry at me. But that's not anything new.
Oh no, oh dear. Well, I do hope you figure it out. I believe in you. I'm sure you'll do it eventually.
Good to see that you are on the same path as I am, Shillelagh.
Oh, yeah, Chahi, it's been a while, sorry. Yeah.
I figured you had grown since then. Do rat children not grow?
Well, we're a pretty small people, Rats aren't that big. She's kind of like scratching behind her ear, like awkwardly, like,
Oh, hey! I remember you too! Hi! I was, real wee lad when you last saw me.
I fed you, and then you picked at me for some reason because
I can
my
imagine that
golden.
wasn't pleasant.
I think my golden scales. You mistook them for like some food or whatever, but it's fine. I forgive
Probably.
you.
Head pats.
You like that, yeah.
He's very happy about the head pats. He probably his little tail's probably doing some waggles.
Okay, so the guards at the gates beckon you as the queue finally gets to you, and they're like, "Oh, adventurers. Okay, come on." They just kind of bunched you up as a group, assuming that you're here together.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we were kind of talking like we were friends.
That's true.
So the guard grows a little bit impatient. And he's like, "Well, we have to check everyone who goes in, and as you can see, the queue is growing behind you, so if you would just not mind giving us your names."
Well, like Shaheem mentioned, I'm Shilali.
I'm Fico. I'm Brewster. I'm just here to pick up some stuff.
I'm Delta. I'm just here to pick up some things as well.
I'm Kiffy. I'm just here to explore, I guess. See something new.
Okay, that's fine. Well, there is no curfew or anything like that. We're just checking because there's an ongoing investigation, and it's a bit of a mess. We don't really know how to contain the chaos. We're hoping that it's gonna end today or in a few days, but we don't really know what's gonna be happening.
An investigation? What happened?
Yeah, maybe we can help.
Actually, yeah, that might be a good idea. Since you seem to be capable enough, go to the guard barracks, and he points you to further down the street. Talk to Vei1 about it. He's gonna give you all the details.
I'll do that, or we'll do that if. I mean, at this point, Shilali's gonna look around like.
We'll do that. Yeah. It shouldn't go wrong, it should be fine.
Yeah, they just kind of pass you along to the town. They're like, yeah, have fun.
as we move along.
Yeah. Actually, as we move along, like I'm assuming Delta's kind of been shoved in with our group. I'll turn to her and be like, I hope you're okay with this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to force you with us.
I hope you're okay with it. I mean, I was just looking to get by. I'm just here.
I mean, there is always strength in numbers, even if you are just kind of sightseeing.
I just look up at you. It's like, interesting.
Somehow, it feels like I'm back at the orphanage, but with more children. But I'll take care of everyone.
I mean, we're all adults here.
I know, but I'm just so protective. I mean, you're so small, and you're so young too.
Yeah, it's just not small anymore.
Tall bird. Tall baby bird.
Yes,
Baby
he's
boy.
tall baby bird. He's tall baby bird. Delta was literally like, "Fuck is that?" I would too if I was Delta. Not gonna lie, if I was at Delta's place, I'd be like, "Whoa, I don't know about that."
There's a tall baby bird and there's a tiny little rat girl.
Yeah.
It's just a wild orphanage, not gonna lie.
And they're both children of the tiefling.
You enter the guard barracks. There is this kind of office there, and the elf is sitting by a desk. He's just kind of hunched over a desk, and he looks visibly tired. He's just poring over some documents right now. But when you enter, he just kind of looks at you like, come on, sorry, I have no chairs here for you. Can you just... He gets up to face you. He's really tall. He's probably... I don't know how tall Vico is, but...
I think I made Vico around, like, the upper 5 foot range.
Oh, okay, that's not that big. Okay, never mind.
And then, Chime is still the
How tall?
tallest because he's like over 6 foot.
Yeah, so he's about
Oh,
your
yeah.
height.
Finally, I don't have neck pain anymore. I'm looking
Oh
down.
my god. Is this how
Aim for the right one.
It's fine. We don't need to stand. We wanted to help with that investigation. The guards at the entrance said something about that. We wanted to know more about that. Maybe we could help.
Hmm.
It sure looks like you could use some help. You
Yeah.
look a little tired. Sorry.
Nico.
Yeah,
Nico.
sorry. He kind of puts his head down and like his feathers fluff a little bit. He's very awkward boy.
Yeah, so you are right. I haven't slept, to be honest. This is a very new situation for us. Well, I should probably start from the beginning. So, I'm not actually the guard captain. I am the second in command, and our leader, Leta, she was attacked last night, and I have to run things while we figure out who did it and how to stop them, or whatever it was. We really have no idea, because so far all we managed to do was just organize the guards at the gates so that nobody can leave or come in uninvited, so that we don't lose the culprit. But I don't really know what else we can do, so we would really appreciate any help, because as you can see, I kind of have my hands full already.
You said that your leader was attacked. Are they still alive or?
Yes, so Leta is unconscious. She's being taken care of at the temple.
Dear.
But we don't know if she's going to wake up. It seems quite mysterious so far. So all I know is that she left yesterday evening for just a regular patrol. She seemed normal yesterday. There was nothing. She wasn't sick or anything else. So whatever happened to her must have happened last night while she was out patrolling. And we found her before dawn today at the market square. I think I was the last person who saw her before she left. So that's really all we know is the market square. Whatever happened there.
And there are no other witnesses since she was by herself?
Yes, well, people don't tend to go out at night. In the past few months, we've been getting attacked by dark elves from the nearby forest. Sometimes they attack our fishermen or travelers nearby.
Could be connected to these dark elves, but it also could be a guise that someone was using to attack somebody under the guise that they would blame it on an attack like that.
Yes, well, last night we didn't note any strange activity connected to the dark elves. Sometimes they fight the local wild elves as well from the forests, the day elves. It's I'm not sure what that's about.
So how long has that been going on for?
A few months, the dark elf situation. And that's also when Leta organized the town guard, because we previously had no organized guards, and she has combat experience, so that's why she managed to set it all up. I really don't know why anyone would want her dead or ill or whatever else was the intention, because everyone just really loves her and everyone is very grateful for her work. So I don't know. I don't know what the motive might have been, if there was any. So that's all I can really say.
Maybe we should check up on Leta then. Maybe.
Isn't she in a coma? I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to wake somebody out of a coma.
Oh no! I don't mean to wake her up. I mean a medical checkup. See what's if I'm trusting the people at the temple, of course, but I just maybe if we see what kind of wounds she has. That could be a clue, or if there's no wounds, if it could be something like that. And just check up on her. Maybe ask the temple.
I'm sure the priests would let you inspect her. And if you do manage to find out what happened and bring in the culprit for a proper interrogation, the reward we agreed on is 500 gold pieces.
Wow, that's a very generous reward.
Yes, well, the people have been very concerned, so that's what we gathered today.
Well, I'm sure we'll do our best, right?
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah. We won't try to let you down.
Eh.
Could you?
Strange way of phrasing that. You should say we will do our best.
Could you
Yes.
perhaps give us directions to the temple and I guess the marketplace too? We probably should investigate over there if that's where Letta was found.
He actually there's like this large table with a detailed map of the town. He shows you this is where the temple is, along the main road, and a little further is the market square. So she was found pretty much at the center of it, next to the notice board and statue. So you'll notice it when you see it.
I'm gonna take down the information that you had already given. I'm gonna like write it down in like a little journal so that we already have the information that he gave. But yeah, I think that's it.
Maybe I should
I
turn
think that's everything. We should go. Yeah.
Okay.
to the temple.
So you leave the guard barracks and you head towards the temple, and it has this beautiful golden dome on top of it. It seems to be built pretty recently, so it's not like a super old temple or anything. Do you enter, or do you want to do any more prep beforehand?
Vico's gonna point out the dough, and he's gonna go, "Wow, look at that! Can you imagine how many years it took to carve that, or like days, or it probably took a really long time, and there was probably a lot of craftsmanship, and there was probably a lot of training." He's just going on like a very special interest ramble.
See Chahim put like a hand around your shoulder and basically go like, "That's nice, buddy."
Just like slowly lead him away.
Eventually he kind of stops and goes, "Oh, yeah, we should probably go inside."
Well, are there any guards outside or anything, or is it
No,
just...
there's no guards outside the temple.
No guards after I just did that. Guards were like, "I don't want to listen to him."
Guys were like, "Let's leave before we grow, mold here."
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably,
Can we just walk in?
You walk into the temple, though it's usually a place of gatherings and celebration. The atmosphere today is decidedly more grim than usual. There is a small group of townsfolk who has gathered to pray in silence, presumably for Letta's recovery, and a single elf priest is with them. Is any one of you like at the front, or do you just enter as a group?
I could imagine that Chime is usually the one who goes first, because like, I need to protect. What if like a big bomb comes their way? I can shield them with my body.
I need to be mother duck. I need to lead my little ducklings to places, otherwise they'll get lost.
Yes, exactly.
If anything, being the tallest, he kind of stands out from all of us. So it's...
Anyone gets lost, just like follow the golden horns.
Yeah.
So the elf approaches you, Chahim. I assume you're here for the investigation.
Yes, we heard that you needed help, and we wanted to check out, maybe look if we could find anything that befalls Letta that could lead us closer to, more knowledge.
I see. Very fortunate that the likes of you have made it into our town. Well, of course, I'm eager to help in whatever way I can. My name is Erin. I am the head priest at this temple. It's I apologize. It's a very sad day today, as you can see. I'll lead you to the Sorry, I'm rambling.
As you said, it's a very sad day today.
Yeah.
It's understandable
very-
to trip
yeah,
over
very
those
sad
day.
words.
It is. It is indeed. Follow me. Yeah, they lead
As
you
we're
out of
we're
the.
walking, Vico is also writing down what.
Yeah, important.
They said.
Suspicious priest. No, I'm kidding.
No, just
Um,
taking down everything.
Suspicious priest without gender.
Suspicious priest.
So, they lead you out of the main kind of part of the temple into like this secluded small hallway that leads to a few like private rooms for the clergy. And they open the door to the first one, and it's this simple bed chamber that seems to be like a miniature hospital a little bit. There is an unconscious woman on a bed, and there's a single elven acolyte sitting in the corner, just watching after her. He sees you and just nods at Erin and leaves. And this is a human woman, a human Islander specifically, so she has kind of tan skin and black hair. Kifrich actually kind of reminds you a little bit of the kinds of people that you might have grown up around. And Erin closes the door. They look at Chahim again, and they're like, well, from what we have gathered so far, she appears to have suffered a heart attack and collapsed as a result sometime at night. But given her young age and generally good health, as far as we know, it's unlikely to have been a natural occurrence.
Jay will nod and say, that is indeed very unlikely, and I assume a captain of a guard is not easily spooked. Yeah, he'll step a bit closer and take a good look, I guess.
Shalali will also approach, like as he's like saying, she'll be kind of like approaching as Eden was describing
Erin,
the condition. Yeah. Do you mind if I give a bit of an inspection of my own? I have a bit of medical knowledge myself.
Yes, of course.
I didn't know you had medical knowledge. That's really cool.
Yeah, I've been working at the infirmary at the orphanage. They're kind of teaching me a bit of how to take care of wounds and such, and it seems they tell me I'm pretty good at it. Maybe I'll give it a shot. That's a 7 total. That's a nat 1.
Oh wow.
Oh.
I'll also do a medicine
That's
check.
2 nat 1s in a row. I think I'm gonna retire that dice.
Oh. Nice deal. Vanished to the Shadow Realm.
Yep.
So,
this is gone.
in the meantime, Erin looks at you, Chloe. Are you by any chance Shillelagh, was it?
Oh yes, Shillelagh, from. Gonna have to remind me what town she's from, but yes, I was sent here to help with. I was told there was some.
Yes, for the refugees. Yes, I
Yes,
remember.
the refugees. That's what it was. I'm sorry, I'm a little flustered. I didn't expect this.
Oh,
But-
yes, I would have given you a tour or something else, but as you can see, we have our hands full unexpectedly. So maybe later.
Of course, no rush. We should deal with this first, I think.
Did anyone else roll medicine, or you can roll investigation or perception as well, whichever you want.
Oh, I'll do investigation. I'm good at that.
Also roll
Watch me roll a nat 1. As soon as I say I'm good at something.
Don't.
Shillelagh, for your check, you do notice that Leta's face is frozen in an expression of fear. She's just kind of like this. She clutches a handkerchief in her left hand.
Oh. Is it like... This is going to be a bit of a weird question. Is it like a rigor mortis kind of clutch? Like it's very stiff?
No.
Okay. It's just she's been holding on to it and they didn't take it out of her hand.
And Erin looks at you investigating, and they're like, well, expression you see on her face might be the result of the heart attack, because I don't know of anything that might have triggered a reaction like this in her.
Seemed like something very terrifying. I've never seen that. That's a very intense expression.
And Vika, you rolled as well, right?
Yes, I got a 17.
Okay, great.
But mine was not medicine. Mine was just general investigation.
Yeah. So from what you can tell, she doesn't seem to have any open wounds or other fresh injuries. And her right shoulder and forearm are lightly bruised. That's one thing. And the final thing you notice is that the blood vessels on and around her eyes are darker than her blood vessels elsewhere, as if they were kind of blackened by something.
I will kind of relay this information, this general information to the group. Like the general description of the bruising and a little bit of the darkness under the eyes. I don't think that's normal on par with just a regular heart attack. But then again, I don't think this is a regular heart attack. The heart attack was a result of whatever this was, I think. But I'm not a medical person. I really wouldn't know.
If it terrified a guard leader, then it must be scary.
Must be. Bruises, you said. Do they look like... Well, show me. Do they look like something tried to grab her? Or is it just like she was shoved into something kind of bruises?
Would I be able to tell if they're impact bruises or grab bruises?
So they seem to be impact bruises, and Erin confirms as much. Well, we assume that this is the result of her collapsing onto the ground once she fell unconscious for whatever reason.
Was she found laying on the side?
Yes,
grab
she was.
bruises, impact bruises.
She was found on the on the ground.
Laying on her side that is bruised?
Well, I don't remember. We only found the bruises later. Well, I'm actually not sure. I'm sorry. It was such a blur at the time because obviously we were panicking.
Well, we know whatever happened. She fell and it impacted. But something had to have happened previously in order for her to get into the heart attack state and then kind of collapse, which might explain the weird darkness around her eyes.
What darkness?
That is very strange.
Erin is confused about what you just said.
Well, Viko, show him. You're the one who saw it.
Now he kind of now I'm no medical expert, but and he kind of points out, he's like, see, it's kind of the blood vessels are a little darker. It's not quite normal. Usually that's something makes it that way, or sometimes there's an impact, or there could be a lot of different things that contribute to this, but it's not normal.
Oh, right. We didn't notice it. It seems this is news to me. But yeah, now I see it now. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad I could notice something helpful. I guess. Even though I'm not a medical person.
Well, I suppose it is true what they say about the eagles and their eyes.
He kind of, yeah. Right, yeah. He's just like, I'm not an eagle. he's just fully like, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to do my job. He barely understood the reference.
So he will squeeze his shoulders like, we all know the racism, it's fine.
He didn't understand. He was like, he thought that that he thought he was genuinely an eagle, and he's like, yeah, sure, awesome. I did that.
Was he taking notes? Did he forget the notes?
No, he was taking notes. I imagine he probably goes back to taking notes after telling you all about what he noticed, and he writes down what he noticed.
Maybe it's a magical source that led to this? Or some sort of injection, or I don't know if injection is the right way to put it, but something was infiltrated into her, and that caused like the fear panic response, or
Like a poison, kind of?
It does seem to suggest a poisoning. Thank you for the new insights, especially Vico, was it?
Yeah.
I will look into this. Our church archive isn't anything spectacular, but maybe I will be able to find some information about what this substance was, if it was indeed a poison.
Could I make like an insight check to see if there's something magical at hand?
Insight check at the
body, the letter.
Okay.
Or
You want to insight her.
or Arcana,
Sure.
I don't know what you think is better.
I think an Arcana check would be
You
good for
can
that.
try Arcana, but not specifically for Leta, but more so for like if you know of any such substances that might be.
That is 15.
This is an unexpected source for this knowledge, but you do remember vaguely something from your childhood.
Oh. Okay.
It's a very faint memory, but seeing the blackened veins, you're almost certain you've seen something like this before, but you can't quite place it.
He'll chew on his lip, a little concerned, but he'll stay quiet for now, as he doesn't want to be like, hey guys, I have this weird intrusive thought about what this might be. Yeah, he'll keep it
Unlike
in
your
mind.
children, you have a social filter. Oh no, what are we doing?
He's going to do a backflip. Was that just me, or did
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, it's dark.
Oh.
It's dark.
Oh, that's
Moody.
creepy.
Oh my good lord.